All right, it's I'm on day three of owning this my aquaponics system that I've had now. I haven't added any fish or plants or vegetables into any part of the system yet because I'm still waiting for the water to cycle. As you can see, my pH levels are still they're still a little bit high. They're about a 7.6 right now. You can see my ammonia levels. They're about a 0.25. They're actually a zero point 0.5 right now. You can see my nitrite levels are so non-existent, but that's to be expected 3 days into the system. My nitrate levels obviously are going to be zero because what happens is the reason you don't want to add fish or plants into the system immediately is because when the water goes straight into when you just finish building the system and you have fresh water in there, the water needs a certain amount of ammonia to become nitrite and to become nitrate because uh, just pure water like this is toxic for the fish and they become very stressful and you could risk harming them or even killing them. So what you want is you want for your pH levels to be around the 6.5 to 7.5 levels. You want your ammonia levels to be at zero. You want nitrite levels to be at zero, and you want your nitrate levels to be at 5 to 50 level. Temperature is 70 to 78. This is my current levels right now, so you can see that my pH levels are a little bit high, but not concerningly high. My ammonia levels. So I've added some of this fish food into the system because the fish food, when you put it into the system, it deteriorates and then releases ammonia. You can see some of the flakes are floating around right now. As that deteriorates, it becomes the ammonia. And then the bacteria, which eventually enters into the system just naturally, just through the natural environment, there's bacteria all around us, but the bacteria that settles inside the grow bed and then comes down this pipe and then eventually settles on all the surfaces and all the gravel, that catalyzes the ammonia into nitrite. Now, nitrite is a little bit toxic for the fish, but then but then and then that nitrite eventually gets sucked into this water tube into the bed, where it becomes where the bacteria up there turns it into nitrate or something like that. I probably butchering it a little bit because again I'm very new to aquaponics. I'm only 1 week into my current system, but it's something along those levels. And if your system doesn't have the necessary bacteria and then nitrate levels, then it's very toxic to your fish, and then you risk harming them. And I don't want to do that because fish are, they're breathing creatures at the end of the day. Now, one thing I did not expect, well, actually, there was a lot of things I didn't expect, but the biggest thing for me so far is even without fish or plants or vegetables inside the system, I'm already getting a ton of value because just the way that this water just flows and falls into the system, the way it sounds is I can't describe it other than it is extremely, extremely relaxing. Like, just listen to it real quick. I don't know if you guys can hear what I'm hearing, but just these past few days, I have not been able to leave this spot in my house. I brought my workout over here. I've got my laptop to the side of me, and just when I go to sleep, I just open up my door so that I can hear this water pouring out, moving through the system, and it is so extremely relaxing. Even if I don't add fish in here, this is so good, and it just calms me down so much. And I was not expecting that, but yeah, it's just been a few days into the system, so what I'm looking for is so pretty much what as I add more food into the system, the ammonia levels should skyrocket. For some reason they went down. Not entirely sure why. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I'm adding too much food or not enough food, and then that becomes the nitrite. The nitrite eventually gets catalyzed by the bacteria to become nitrate. So I'm looking for this to hit a 5 to 50 levels. And then my temperatures, I could probably do with raising the temperature a little bit. That's definitely a little bit low, but it's not the absolute lowest. But this is just a quick couple days into my setup, and I just wanted to let you all know, most of all, just how absolutely relaxing this is to listen to. It is such a pleasure. Anyway, so that's my current system update. I'll be back in a few days, maybe a few weeks, with update on how everything is going on. I plan to add some tetras in here, some auto catfish, and I'm going to be currently have some plants growing on the windowsill, trying to get them to root some vegetable scraps that I got from the grocery store, some kale and some bok choy that I'll be growing out of there. That is a bit of a small container. That's a 6-quart container. I'm starting off small because I want to see if I can handle growing something small first. Eventually, I'm going to upgrade this 6-quart to that 16-quart right there. That 16-quart should be sustainable by this 10-gallon tank with 6 tetras and 3 autos. And then I'll be able to grow a little bit more vegetables. But I want to see if I can grow a little bit first. You know, I like to take things nice and slow and measure as I go. All right. Thank you all, folks. Hope you all have a great rest of your day.